Alright, so first things first. That was horrifying. I just created my first YouTube video. Uh, I thought I was personable. I thought I was confident enough to get on the screen and just share about my story. Uh, and I'll tell you that took over a week for me to post. I'm grateful for you. If you've watched it, that's awesome. I will be doing my best to get better at it. And I look forward to sharing that experience with you. And thank you in advance for putting up with some rough edges. However, this will be a rough edge channel. I'm not looking to spend hours and hours every day editing. That's not what this is about. This is a raw journey of my life. So, here's my second video. Expectations, man. They still get me. My therapist always said, Jordan, you set too much expectations. And I agree. I've never been happy with an expectation I've set. Set a lot of expectations on a lot of other people and felt let down when those expectations weren't met. And these are unrealistic expectations. And in my experience, every expectation is unrealistic to a degree. I also put heavy expectations on myself and the world around me. I want to be here, and I'm not yet. And that's okay. I don't need to be here because my journey is walking through life right now in this moment. And finding a way to be okay with that and finding a way to be happy with what I have today is something I consistently work on. I do a lot of personal growth. I alluded to that in the first video I made. One of the things that I strive for is continual growth. And with continual growth, you would think that I would set expectations for that. That I would need to be somewhere I wasn't. That I would create a visualization of myself at a place and then be upset when I wasn't there. I've learned not to do that. And that's a victory. Because I used to do that a lot. And I used to be ashamed of myself, and I used to be embarrassed when I couldn't meet the goals I had set for myself. It didn't feel good, and it didn't feel good when other people wouldn't meet my expectations or couldn't meet my expectations. So I set a lot of intention around it, and today I have a much more it is what it is attitude. I don't do that every day, and I don't do that with everything. I find myself wrestling with expectations fairly commonly. But the reality is I'm able to see, after a short amount of wrestling, that it is what it is. If I can be grateful for that moment right there, whatever I'm going through always has a lesson. Whatever I'm going through is probably meant to be. If I can remember those two things, that there's a lesson coming at the end of it, and that I am exactly where I probably should be at the moment, it is what it is, becomes easier for me to swallow. Because life sucks when you put a whole bunch of expectations on stuff. It doesn't feel good, it's not nice, it's unenjoyable. It's constantly a I need more or I have failed scenario. If you guys struggle with expectations at all, just know that I still do too. I don't think it's something that will ever completely go away. However, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have minimized it to the degree that I have in my life today. I will share more about expectations in another video because I have a lot to say on them. And you will hear me allude to expectations throughout this series. Because, like I said, man, I struggle with them. I find myself sitting in expectations more commonly than I'd like. Anyway, that's all we have time for today. So, thanks for watching the video, and I'll post some more. Bye.